Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Three Trails Tarot, and thank you for joining me today for your August 2021 reading. Let's see what we have for you in August, okay? What do we have for Sagittarius in August? What do we have for Sagittarius in August? We have Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, Two of Shields, Five of Shields, and Eight of Swords. Nine of Cauldrons, Nine of Shields, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, the Hangman, the Chariot, the Mother, Eight of Shields, and Seven of Shields. A lot of money and thinking going on here, Sagittarius. just kind of looking at the overall scheme of cards. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. Knight of Swords. So, in your very recent past, you've taken action to activate a plan. You've taken up some action to activate a plan. And with the Nine of Cauldrons, you also took some time to celebrate with family. There must have been a reunion, a wedding, or some kind of get-together, birthday party maybe. So you were at a huge celebration recently, in your recent past. And I don't see these things as really truly going all together right now. It seems like these are just different things that you've done in the past. In the very recent past, decide to move forward on a plan. You also were invited to a party. And here we have you feeling stuck and trying, because you felt you were stuck, you had no other option but to see things from with different eyes. So you're Sagittarius, you feel like you're in a place where you it's a place where you want to be, but it's not exactly giving you all the things that you feel you need or want from that situation, from that location, or from that relationship. And so that makes you feel stuck. That stuck feeling is causing you to start to look around and say, oh, wow, okay, I know what I want, but it doesn't seem like I'm getting it from here, and I thought I would get it in this situation or in this relationship or in this environment. What can I do to get what I want? And so that's where you were at before we started August. In August, we see you making a decision with the Two of Swords. Feeling that you don't have all the information you need to make the decision, but you know you need to make this decision. You feel very hesitant about making this decision. And so you are just kind of, I know I need to decide on this. And I think you wanting to wait for additional information is a way to delay making the decision. So you're holding out right now. I don't know how important this is or if this affects other people that you care about, this decision, but there's a reason why you feel the need to delay it. And then we have here with the Nine of Shields. So it looks like for the most part you're in a very good place, Sagittarius. You are able to enjoy the fruits of your labor and have some luxuries. You're also self-sufficient, and you're able to get most of the things that you want, pay the bills, do a little shopping, but I think it's not enough. I kind of get this impression, Sagittarius, that it's good, but you would like to have more. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but that's where you're at with this. And that more includes travel. You want to go on vacation. You want to do something fun. For you, I see this Chariot as an opportunity to get away from, maybe boredom or maybe feeling stuck, and do something fun. Now, as you move into August, and we're looking at now, so this is like the first 2 weeks. We're looking at the last 2 weeks here. We find you here balancing things, so multitasking, try not to drop the ball on anything that you know is important that you track or monitor or keep up with. And so with the multitasking, there's this feeling that there's, this wolf just kind of grabs me back here with these devious eyes. I think with you, Sagittarius, you feel that the reason you're working so hard to balance things is because you're not getting the help you're supposed to be getting. Like, you feel there's other people that should be doing their part, but they're not. And so you're kind of forced to be the one to take up the baton, so to speak. And it's because of this wolf just kind of staring at me right now that I'm thinking that. Also here we see with the Seven of Swords, the real need to get away. You really do feel stuck on Sag. There must be something going on in your life that is making you feel uncomfortable and unhappy, and you just want to get away. You want to go on vacation. You wish things were more balanced. And I think that that's all part of this need to make a decision, and that's why you're holding off on it, because maybe it affects other people for you to make that decision. So with this card, it also tells us that there are some things you feel are not fair. You feel that you're not being treated fairly, Sag, and you're very disappointed with that, and you feel that if you could just get away, you can clear your head and reassess and maybe feel either a little bit better about the situation, forgive the situation, or make a change to the situation for some of you. We have here the Mother, which is also like the Empress, and this is a card about fertility and good parenting and having an environment of abundance and nurture and comfort. So the vibe that I'm getting off of this card for you, Sag, is that you're feeling torn, and I think a lot of this stuckness, wanting to get away, trying to make a decision, I feel like a lot of that has to do with your kids, if you have kids, Sagittarius. Or if you're caring for parents that feel like they're kids now because maybe they're a lot older now. I don't know why, but I'm really getting a lot of that from you. Also, looking at some of these cards, I feel that it's possible that one of the children that you have is a Cancer. It is a Cancer sign because of the Chariot. Or you might have, I see earth signs here too, and also some air signs. But I feel more strongly that it could be a Cancer sign, or maybe some other water sign that is making this decision very difficult for you, Sagittarius. And you're trying to be a good parent and a good child to your parents. That's where I feel this tornness. I think this is really all about immediate family. That's the impression I'm getting, Sag. Okay, so if you continue on this path of not being able to, or delaying your decision, not to say you can't, but you just don't feel ready to make that decision yet. So if we continue on this path here of you wanting to go on vacation, multitasking, but feeling like more, you've been burdened with more than your fair share. What's going to happen is you're going to start to feel like your resources are scarce. You're going to feel also that you're left out in the cold, that you're trying to do all this stuff on your own. So you're, yeah, and also see here, looking at this card too, 9 of Swords, keeping you up at night. So if you continue on this path of not making or delaying that decision, I feel like, Sag, this decision is so critical. Like, it has to be made. It looks like this decision has to be made for you to move forward. I feel that holding back on making this decision is causing you to not move forward, Sag. And I know you want to move forward based on the Chariot and 7 of Swords. It looks like, and the Knight of Swords, you want to move forward. But this decision holds you back because you're not sure where to move forward to, right? Because the decision is going to give you the direction and where to move or how to move forward. So if you continue on this path, this is your outcome. Your outcome is you're going to feel like you're left out in the cold. You're all on your own. It could even affect your health. It could affect your, you could get stressed from it. It can make you feel tired. And it could keep you up at night. And I think you already know this, Sag. I think in a couple of our readings we talked about this, and it just seems like this is a continuous theme, for you. It's like an underlying background theme, not the main theme, but the underlying background theme that seems to keep coming back to you. And then it seems like it's heaviest on you right now in August. It seems to be where your focus and your energy and your concentration seems to be. You want to get away. Here's another travel card. 8 of Shields. You want to move. You want to relocate. So this is not just about travel. It's also about relocating. Moving to some place where you feel safe, where you feel unburdened, where you feel things could be more balanced and evened out for you. Now these are the guidance cards over here. So this guidance card here is saying with 8 of Swords, you feel stuck. You feel stuck and you feel trapped, but you're not trapped. Because this feeling of being trapped is a decision. A decision can release you from this. And that's what this card is saying. If you can just make that decision, you can release yourself. You can free yourself. But also, this card right here with 5 of Wands is saying there's competition going forward. There's people that are fighting for your attention. There's people that want from you. And you feel spread out. So the best thing to do is not take it like a competition, like, oh, I got to prove I can do this, or have those people compete against you, because I think you already know who these people are. And from the impression I'm getting from these August cards is that it's family. It's either children or parents that are trying to get your attention, Sag. And, excuse me, so if you could see it as it's not a competition. It can, you can't spread yourself to everyone, but you can choose where the priorities have to be or where the priorities need to be. And you should be part of that priority. You should also be taking care of yourself or doing things for yourself and not just giving. You're such a giver, Sag. You're always there for others. And this card is saying, sometimes you gotta make yourself the priority. Compete for time for yourself, and don't let their need for your attention be the main thing that pulls you away from things that you need, like sleep. Look at this, you're up at night. You could be up at night if this continues. It seems like this is a very critical decision That's the impression I'm getting from this card. Is like, this is like the key. It's like the key to freedom, you know? Okay, and then this one with the 7 of Shields is saying there's things that you're trying to get for yourself. There's things that you want for yourself, but it's going to take some patience to see that. And so you're just also in a waiting game here, or you're in a waiting situation, I should say, waiting situation. There's something you're waiting on and you want it now. But this card is saying, look, it's going to take some time for whatever it is that you're waiting for to get to the right moment. It's kind of like watching a tree grow. You just planted the seed and you want the tree already so you can build a tree house. But you can't build a tree house until the tree is big and strong enough for you to have a house in there. And that's what this is about. That's just an example. But this is basically that. You planted something, you started something, you're waiting for it to happen, and you're starting to get very anxious for it to all come into play, but it just takes more time for it to get there. So this card is reminding you to have some patience. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for this deck so we can kind of find out what is the most important thing that you need to know about August, Sag. Oh wow, Queen of Wands. So with Queen of Wands, you are in control of your resources. This card is saying you are in control. Don't let others control your own resources. Don't let others tell you how to spend your money. Don't let others tell you how to live your life. Don't let others be the reason you are making choices that are not good for you. That's what that card's about. What else is the most important thing that Sagittarius needs to know about August? What's the most important thing Sagittarius needs to know about August? What's the most important thing Sagittarius needs to know? Okay, Sagittarius, 5 of Swords. Conflict. Conflict is a possibility, yes, when you make this decision, but like I said, it's supposed to lead to your freedom. According to the cards, it should lead to your freedom. And so there's a conflict or a competition for your attention, and then there's a conflict here, probably too, within yourself. Yeah, it's like I just got that. This conflict is not with another person. This conflict is within your own mind of trying to make this decision. I see this as right here. What else does Sagittarius need to know about August? These cards are a little bit bigger than the others. What else does Sagittarius need to know about August? Okay, so we have here 10 of Shields. If you could make that decision, whatever that decision is, which you are delaying for your own reasons, but if you could make that decision, you will feel free and you will have a much happier financial situation. Much happier financial situation. You'll be able to end the cycle of feeling like you're trying to do it all alone, and you will be much more content and happy. All right, let's see what else we can get. Let's get some confirmation on this as important things for you to know in August, or if there's any additional things that Sagittarius needs to know about August. And get a confirmation. Oh, that's 2 cards. Okay, so we have here the High Priestess. So trust yourself. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the experience. You may feel that you don't have all the information to make that decision, but this card is saying trust yourself. You do. You can make that decision. And with 6 of Cups, we see you very focused on the past, nostalgic about old friends, and just thinking about things in the past. With 6 of Cups, I'm not sure, Sagittarius, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're trying to base the things that you do for your family on what you remembered as having in the past. Perhaps the past is influencing you in a way that's kind of trapping you. Do you feel like you owe more than what you're already doing? Yeah, that's a question you may want to ask yourself. Okay, what else does Sagittarius need to know about August? What is the most important thing Sag needs to know about August? Most important thing. Help us. Page of Wands. At some point, it's got to be about you. Pursue your dreams. Pursue your inspirations. Pursue your own ambitions. It's got to be about you. Go for your ideas. Go for it. That's what this card's about. Go for things that will make you happy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from the Oracle deck to see if we can get some guidance. What kind of guidance can we give Sagittarius? Let's help us give some good guidance to Sagittarius. Decisions. Bam. There we go. I mean, it's the first guidance card. The need to gain clarity through decision making. You will get clarity once you make this decision. My goodness. I mean, wow. These are different decks, okay? And they're all sending the same message. What else do we need to tell us? A new opportunity. So there's a new opportunity that will help you gain insight. It could be a new experience, a job, or a partner. And these opportunities are not going to come about if you put yourself on hold. So it's time to press that hold button, release it, release the hold button, and continue on your journey, because there's a new opportunity that's waiting for you. I'm going to put that right there next to the decision card. What other guidance can we give Sagittarius? What other guidance can we give Sagittarius? Putting in the work. Action that helps achieve goals, building the path of success. So success will come if you're willing to put in the work. And I think the work in this case is making that decision. Making that decision. Okay, Sag. Wow, this is an incredible reading. I see wonderful things for you up ahead, but the most important thing that I keep hearing in this reading is make that decision. Once you make that decision, you will have the freedom to move forward. Okay, Sag, I hope that you found this helpful, and whether or not it resonated with you. And if you did, please be sure to like and subscribe before you leave. And please join me again for the September reading. Until then, Sag, I hope you make that decision and see the wonderful results of that and feel the freedom of it. And I wish you wonderful and great things. Take care now. Bye, Sag.